How to get along with each other in Lifechanyuan. Xiefeng. December 22, 2009. All Chanyuan Celestials have obtained life visas and are the loyal disciples of Jesus Christ, Buddha Shakyamuni, Celestial Lao Tzu, Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, relatives of Xiefeng, the tour guide of Lifechanyuan, and blessed children of the greatest Creator. The relationships between Chanyuan Celestials are as brothers, sisters, relatives, and lovers. All Chanyuan Celestials must love, care for, encourage, and forgive each other. They share common beliefs, common values, common hobbies, and a common future. Among these are having no conflicts of interest, no differences of nobility and lowliness, no quarreling or fighting, and no irreconcilable contradictions. The excellent qualities of Chanyuan Celestials should be reflected first in their relationships with each other. Those who care for and love their brothers and sisters are walking on the way of the greatest Creator, adhering to Lifechanyuan values, and respecting the guide. Similarly, those who hurt their brothers and sisters of Lifechanyuan are deviating from the way of the greatest Creator, abandoning our values, and hurting the guide. When brothers and sisters encounter difficulties, we must do our best to help them by never turning a blind eye or a deaf ear to them. We must share weal and woe together, and when they are unhappy, we must never gloat or ridicule them, but make them feel loved with warm and passionate words, enlighten them with wise words, let them know that they are not alone, and that we are all with them and care about them. When a brother or sister makes a mistake, we must rally together, not to criticize or bludgeon them, but rather to forgive them and help them to realize their mistake through the salutary influence of education. In the case of their failing to realize their mistake, we must wait patiently and give them opportunities to resolve their issue. If a brother or sister commits a crime unintentionally, no one should ever discriminate, ignore, despise, or monitor them, but forgive them. As long as they remain in our homeland, we must still care for and help them. We use only love to transform them. When brothers and sisters are in poor health, we must give them special life care including the best food in the home, and let them have enough rest, offer more warm and encouraging words to them, and give them all the conveniences they need. When brothers and sisters have special interests or hobbies, we must not deprive them, but respect and encourage them, not restrain them, but understand them, and not deflate or attack them with any excuses, but do our best to support their interests. When brothers and sisters say wrong things accidentally or even hurt another one intentionally, no one should ever attempt a tit-for-tat or combat poison with poison, but forgive them and treat them with an open mind and an open heart. When we encounter disputes and conflicts among ourselves, we must never tie our feelings in knots, nurse our grievances, be indifferent to each other, or hold grudges as strangers. We must learn to forgive. We must never speak words that are insulting, hurtful, caustic, offensive, or undue, but rather ones that are lovable, cozy, humorous, sweet, and tender towards each other. We must never plant thistles and thorns within our own spiritual gardens. When we chat with each other, we must never discuss the mistakes of others. In this homeland, no matter what, where, or under what circumstances we talk, we must always avoid talking about the wrongdoings of other brothers and sisters as much as possible and must never sprinkle salt on their wounds or pour oil on their sparks, but always respect the dignity of everyone and fully protect their privacy. Do not guard against, monitor, supervise, or track and investigate your brothers and sisters. Do not speculate in your own heart about their thoughts and feelings, do not compete with them for anything, and do not argue, scold, or beat them, and do not take them to court. We would rather be bullied or hurt by our own brothers and sisters than bully or hurt them. We would rather believe them absolutely than doubt them at all. In any difficult or hard situation, we should surrender our way of life to any of them and leave death to ourselves. Chanyuan Celestials are virtuous people who are free from vulgar tastes, extraordinary people with open minds, people who are going to heaven without nostalgia for the mortal world, people who understand the value and meaning of human life and treat their life journey with a game spirit. People who know the secrets of life and understand the priority of life so as to improve and perfect their non-material structures until they finally achieve the status of celestial beings. There is nothing that we cannot understand and nothing that we cannot make allowances for and forgive, especially for our own brothers and sisters. There is nothing that we cannot pardon. All Chanyuan Celestials are relatives of Xiefeng, and I will be glad when you love, care for, and get along well with each other. I will be sad if you hurt, dispute with, or estrange each other. Let us follow firmly the way of the greatest Creator as guided by Jesus Christ, Buddha Sakyamuni, Celestial Lao Tzu, Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, and the great leader, Mao Zedong. Let us make unremitting and unswerving efforts to climb to the highest levels of life and life. Let us march together happily, joyfully, and harmoniously to the Celestial Islands continent. Humanity's most ideal life has been born on Earth for over a decade. Xiefeng. July 11, 2023. Translation edited by Chinyu. Let me describe this kind of life, so you can see if it is the most ideal life for humanity. No one pays you a salary, bonus, or benefits. You have nothing, yet you immerse in happiness every day, no longer worrying about the necessities of life. No one supervises you, everything is up to you. Yet, every day, you willingly create, give, and contribute, finding your greatest joy in doing so. No worries about unemployment or the necessities of life, risks are shared, and resources are shared. There are no internal laws to constrain you, no rules or regulations to restrict you, everything is voluntary. Yet, life is lived in a tranquil ease, and people interact in a peaceful and harmonious manner. There's no conflict, let alone competition or contention. No marriages, no families, so there's no worry about caring for the elderly or raising children, tedious household chores disappear, and complex interpersonal relationships vanish. A rich and varied sexual life without the need to invest time, energy, or money in maintaining specific romantic relationships. No corruption, theft, gambling, or drugs, only love pervades the space. There's no manager above your free will, only values and programs are at work, values managing, and programs maintaining. Just be yourself, no need to scheme for interpersonal relationships. No lazy people, everyone is striving to achieve the highest quality. Use the resources within the scope of supply as much as you want. There is no designated person responsible for distributing the fruits of labor. Everyone's freedom and security are paramount. No interference in your freedom, no neglect of your safety. If anyone encroaches on others' freedom, threatens or harms others' safety, the program will expel them from the living circle. For a maximum of 3 years, everyone's living and working environment relocates. From place A to place B, then from place C to place D, and so on, indefinitely. Traditional customs of treating and giving gifts disappear. No need for anyone to establish special relationships. Holidays related to religion, political parties, or nations all vanish. No celebrations of birthdays, but cultural and entertainment activities are abundant. Sick individuals may receive care, but not pity or sympathy, as the basis for falling ill no longer exists. Why even fall ill? End-of-life care is meticulous, and everyone will die with dignity. Everyone is a labor creator. White-collar workers who are purely exempt from physical labor account for less than 1%. The wealth gap is nearly zero. No worries about education, healthcare, housing, or retirement since the collective assumes responsibility for all. The aforementioned ideal lifestyle can be partially realized in any part of the world or integrated on a global scale, but it cannot be fully unfolded. For some individuals, this way of life is undesirable. Those deeply entrenched in pursuits of power, wealth, and social status, aiming to live lives that evoke envy and jealousy, find this ideal life appalling. It needs to be vigilantly guarded against, prevented, suppressed, and eradicated. This ideal life has existed on Earth for over a decade. Therefore, it is not just a paper theory or an imaginary concept, it's a living reality. Do you think there is a more ideal way of life? If so, please enlighten us. I am a Chanyuan Celestial. Xiefeng. August 16, 2006. Translated by Tongxin and Shidai. I am a Chanyuan Celestial in Lifechanyuan who has descended to the human world from the heavenly kingdom with the instruction to help guide, harvest ripe crops, and build Lifechanyuan, initiate Lifechanyuan era. This is my mission, my long-cherished wish, and more importantly all the meaning of my life and life. Let's follow the guide to moralize humankind, making people respect the greatest creator, life, and nature and follow the way of the greatest creator, guiding them away from the Egypt of soul, and leading them to a new era, in which the worthy person can fully utilize his talents. The whole world is like one family, and no one will keep lost articles found on the roadside, and the houses need not be bolted at night. I am a Chanyuan Celestial, humble and